Hi guys, as I indicated in the introductory video, going onwards, it will be a matter of addressing questions that have been brought up to me. So what I'm going to do in this video is to work on one of the questions that were brought up, and I hope I can reach out, and I hope this will be very helpful to you as a learner in grade 10. So this is a question on exponents, and let me just write it down here. The question goes 2 to the exponent of x plus 2. You will excuse my handwriting. I'm using an input device here that I am not so much accustomed to, but we will get there. Things will get better as we move on. So this is the problem that I received as indicated. Now, actually, this one of the problems that you can't run away from, I should say, as a learner, because they will always be there. And it seems like difficult, but actually it's not. We're gonna have some fun here, because that's what maths is about. It's a game of rules, and you enjoy this game when you know all the rules, how to crack one level to go to the next level. So let's take a little bit of recap. Remember, if I have a to the exponent of 2 times a to the exponent of 3, then law number 1 of exponents says I can add the exponents because bases are the same, and I get that. Suppose I make that 2 to be an x, and I remain with that 3. Then, applying the same rule, I will have x plus 3. Now, x plus 3 here represents any number y, because we know in mathematics the letter x is a variable, and the reason we call it a variable is because it varies, it changes. So if I put a 1 there, now I'm going to have a to the exponent of 4. If I put a 5 there, I'm going to have a to the exponent of what? Of 8. So what the objective of this question, the examiner knows for sure that most of you know how to move from left to right. But the question is, do you know how to move from right to left? It's like you're saying, I know how to get to school by myself, but you know how to get back from school to home on your own. And so that's the whole approach in this problem. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to break this 2 down here. I'm going to write it as 2 to the exponent of x and 2 to the exponent of 2. And what I'm doing here is just the reverse of this thing here. So I now have minus 2 again to the exponent of x times 2 to the exponent of 1 all over 2 to the exponent of x is already there. I have a plus, then I have 2 to the exponent of x times 2 to the exponent of 1. Then you realize there's something that seems to be dominant in each term in the numerator and denominator, and that is 2 to the exponent x. Now, I want to address something quickly here before we jump forward. You see, every term, meaning every power 2 to the exponent x, has something attached to it. You see, for example, here you have 2 to the exponent x times 2 to the exponent 2. Here you have 2 to the exponent x times 2 to the exponent 1. The same thing here, but the problem here is, what is it attached to? Now, most of learners, what I've picked up is they don't see that there is a 1 there. So you may want to do yourself a favor and put that 1 there if you know you are likely to forget, so that when we factorize, it's easy. So the next step that then follows, very simple, we are done, is to take that block out, okay, in the numerator, and take it out also in the denominator, because it's common. It appears in both the numerator and the denominator, and that's the objective of simplifying. So I'm going to take 2 to the x. What's left there? It is 2 to the exponent of 2. There's my minus sign. I take this block out. What's left? 2 to the exponent of 1. The same thing here. I take 2 to the exponent x. I'm left with a 1. Now, you would not have seen that if you did not put it there, okay? So that's why I say it's actually best that you put it, is equal to, right? Now I have 2 to the x into 2 squared is 4, 2 to the exponent 1 is just 2, and I have 2 to the exponent of x. Guys, don't write maths like this, because I'm doing this because I'm running out of space. So you would have continued writing down nicely, I hope. Now, then the most beautiful thing that you guys all love is to cancel. Actually, no, though canceling is not a nice word to use in maths, but it's common in our language, you know. Actually, you are dividing. So 2x divided by 2x is 1, okay? Because this thing is exactly equal to that thing. So what are we left with in brackets in the numerator? 4 minus 2 is 2. In the denominator, what do I have there? I have 1 plus what? Plus 2, which is what? 3. So this becomes your final answer. Any questions, guys? Comment on the video. If there's any suggestion, also comment on the video. We will review that and will gladly accept that so that we can improve the quality of this online teaching. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoy. Cheers.